Looking for a place to shine? Are you ready? Want Georgians' eyes on you? So let's go. Good Morning Georgia is here. Start your day the Georgia way. Want attention for your brand? Broadcast today only on Good Morning Georgia. Contact us today. Email us at info@thecommunicationsmd.com or call on 770-421-5598.
Tune in to Good Morning Georgia. Join hosts Audrey Bell Kearney and Derek J. Wilson every weekday at 9 a.m. for your daily dose of news, politics, business, and entertainment. From local updates to insights from affiliate partners across and beyond Georgia, we've got your mornings covered. Tune in to stay informed and entertained with Good Morning Georgia.
Good morning, Georgia. Good morning,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay, let's not.
Don't be jealous because you can't hold a tune.
I can hold a tune.
Let's go then.
No,
Speaking
it's
of,
not karaoke night yet.
it was last night.
It was.
It was last night. We missed it.
We missed
I was busy last night. I was crazy busy yesterday. I'm always crazy busy. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm not crazy busy. That ain't really working out too well for me.
I'm trying to get that too. I actually went to bed by like 9:30. I think I was knocked out. That's a plus. But I was tired yesterday. I don't know why I was so tired.
I'm gonna be exhausted today. I start bowling again. So I bowl in the league tonight. I gotta get my game on. You know what's crazy is I'm probably gonna break my nails.
She can't bowl with her.
I could beat Derek though.
She probably bowl like 89.
No. Yeah, well, maybe depending on what night it is. One night I might bowl at 189. I don't think my husband bowling with us this year. I said, hey,
Smart guy.
Look, hey, put my ball in the car. I was waiting for him to say, well, I'm bowling. He didn't say that.
He just put the ball.
He put the ball in the car, and I'm like, okay, that means we got to find us a teammate. Then that's okay. We got it. So Charles is our teammate. He's about 78 years old.
No, hey, that must be the number.
Yeah,
78.
He bowls a lot, but he's so funny though, Derek. He cracks me. He's a real Southern gentleman, and he keeps us cracking up. And so he's white, and his wife is Asian. He tells us all kind of funny stuff. We be up there cracking. He eats peppermint all the time, so he bring a whole handful of peppermint and put it on the table. And I laugh half the night because he is always saying something extremely funny.
Oh, okay, 78.
Yeah, 78.
So y'all bowl to win or just be bowling for fun?
Nah, we bowl to win. Like we won, we did good last year. We came in 7 out of 22.
No, I mean I guess that's not bad.
Was it 7? No, we tied for 6.
Could have been worse.
We could have been 22. We've been there.
Oh, you've been
there?
there?
Yeah, we've been at the very, very bottom. Yes,
started from the bottom, now we're here.
Started from the bottom, now the whole club here now. Oh, sorry. All right, let's go, because we'll get off on one of these tangents and we'll forget what we're doing here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's start today. Good morning, Georgia. Let's talk about this weather. I mean, look, today was breezy outside. It's been breezy lately as we get more and more into this fall. For those who don't know, the official fall was what, September 23rd is when autumn begins. 21st, one of those. September 20 something. And so, but we already have some cool weather. The entire state, y'all, and that includes the South, will be in the highs in the 80s today. So let's jump into it. We got an 84 in Atlanta, 80 up there in Blairsville, 86 in Rome, 85 in LaGrange. Guess what? Columbus, who's normally the hottest in the state, is 88, which they're still the hottest. But they're 88. They're in the 80s. 87 in Albany, 86 in Valdosta, 84 down there in Brunswick area, and we have a 84 in Savannah. So our weather is always brought to us by Southern Elite Contracting. If you experience any storm-related damage, please do not hesitate to send text STORM to 888-835-1386. Text STORM 888-835-1386, and a representative from Southern Elite will reach out to you to discuss your needs. So jumping into national politics. Last night was day 3 of the Democrat National Convention, and it did not disappoint. We had, as expected, and some Republicans that spoke, yes, well, some additional Republicans, because he had some that spoke day 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. So day 3 included former Trump White House aide Olivia Troye, as well as ex-governor, Georgia Lieutenant Governor Geoff Duncan. They urged Republicans to back VP Harris over Donald Trump. Now, basically, they said if you're sick and tired of Republicans now, if you're sick and tired of making excuses for Trump, then you should vote for Harris, according to GOP ex-Lieutenant Governor Duncan. So Troye, who served in the former president's administration as a counterterrorism advisor to then Vice President Mike Pence. And so we all know how Trump treated Mike Pence. So I'm not surprised anybody associated to Pence.
You know what's crazy? I watched it. I watched it last night. I watched it almost. It was long though. I watched it.
Oh yeah, it's like 7.
Yeah, and I watched it like 11:30. I think it was long.
Yeah,
I still when I went to sleep, it was still on.
So you didn't see Bill?
I saw Bill. I saw Bill.
Okay.
I saw Oprah. I saw Stevie Wonder. I don't know who else I saw after that.
Did Stevie see you? I'm sorry.
You stupid.
You didn't say you can see.
Yeah, me too. But I had seen some of the videos from the insurrection, right?
Right.
I think, and I must have didn't pay that much attention, or maybe I just blocked it out because it was so long ago. But they had a commercial last night playing within the DNC of the insurrection, and you heard people saying, "Come out here, Pence," and they had a noose hanging.
Oh yeah, they were trying to take Pence.
What a hangman! And so he was these, and so they showed the clip, and then they showed Trump saying, "And these are good people." And then they showed the officer stuck between the doors screaming for his life, and he was mashed to death. So I just I can't wrap my head around like why people think that's a good thing. But I realize that there are people out there who think that's a good thing, and we're never going to be able to change their thought process about this.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, hopefully they're trying. Like Olivia said to my fellow Republicans, you are not voting for a Democrat. You're voting for democracy. So I mean, if they keep putting that in the heads, then look, this is beyond partisan at this point. This is the best in their opinion. This is the best for the country. So
country first, but okay, let's go here too. Let's go to Gainesville,
Okay.
Georgia.
Gainesville.
So Gainesville, Georgia, they had a rally yesterday for Trump
Okay.
and honor Trump, and this is what they say they were fighting for, and this just blows my mind. Now, I don't know who these people were. I don't know who they are. Maybe they're rich and they're the 1%, the 5%. Maybe they are. I don't know because I wasn't there. I probably wouldn't have been welcome if I was there. But here's what they said we're advocating for. They said public safety, immigration policies, and inflation.
Yeah.
That's it.
Public safety,
Immigration policies,
and inflation
as
a reason to vote for former president.
Yep, that's their reason.
That's the reason.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're more versed in this than I am. Public safety, where they live, how does that relate to the presidency? Because I thought that was a local government.
I guess funding federal laws. I don't know what I mean. I guess they want us to get back to segregation. Public safety. Yeah.
So that's what they're rallying for. And then so I had a friend tell me about 30 minutes ago, and you guys can weigh in. You can actually hit the comment button if this you, because I mean I want to know, can you? She has 3 good friends, and I guess they never talked politics before until now. And come to find out they lean on the side of Trump. Now they're good friends. And she said, I'm questioning my friendship with them. And they've been good friends for years. But one friend told her, you need to listen to what he's saying and stop listening to the sound bites. But what is he saying?
I mean, so
do you stay friends with them?
If just don't talk politics. I mean, you can. I have Republican friends,
Are they both for Trump?
I mean, they not openly like these folks, but You don't know what people do when they go in the
You
meeting.
don't. You really don't.
Like I mean, like the same, like example, the Bushes, they won't outright say they voted for Hillary, but they said that they didn't support Trump. So,
Mm.
but they never outright. So who? I mean, if they voted, and safe to assume that they did, or you can always look it up, see if they voted. But they voted, and they not supporting Trump. Who they voted for somebody?
Yeah, she was. One of her things was, and this is a question, and I really want to know the answer. Do you think you could be friends with somebody who supports someone who wants to take us back 600 years?
I think I would say yes because it's depending on the relationship. Like I say, I have a friend that is um, a Republican. I mean, we're great friends. I mess with him. He mess with me when it comes down to politics. Um, but when we go into the poll, I can just safely assume. I mean, I could be wrong, but he's a Republican, so I can assume that he's voting for
His party.
his party, and he can assume that I'm going in. I'm going to vote for my party. But
It doesn't change
but
your
the
friendship.
difference between our relationship is in our conversation, he can and he does admit things that are like just out there wrong. Trump say something crazy. And so, but I don't know. 'Cause I never asked him, and I'm not gonna ever directly ask him. I think you can separate it, but the issue is like I lost a friend, and when Trump first got into office, he was adamant about Trump and was not pleased with you know Barack Obama's administration, and I thought, we was friends, we known each other since middle school. So I thought it was a conversation amongst friends and not two opposing. So I was like, ah man, you support him, you a dummy. Well, he took offense to that. I was laughing, haha, joke. He could have came back. But yeah, he took offense to that, blocked me, ain't heard from him since. That was 2015, 16.
Wow.
And so, at first I felt some type of way, but then I moved on because if you that immature that you cannot have friends that with opposing views, then something wrong with you, not me.
Okay.
Because I can. I mean, at the end of the day, just like at work, you don't talk politics, you don't talk religion,
Nope.
and so we can be the best of friends. We don't have to agree on everything. Now when it comes down to, if it's a civil war and or you Confederate or Union, that might be the line right there. But we're not there yet.
Right.
Well, not even say yet. We're
We
not
never
there.
get there because I feel like more people are on the side of right versus wrong, but it just baffles me that the people who actually support him as a candidate, they don't see and hear the stuff that he says out of his mouth. Like the things he says is so divisive. You would think that common sense would say that's wrong.
And a lot of people, uh, over my years of since he's been in office and running, a lot of people they tend to kind of like the one that said, "Oh, listen to what he's saying." They try to categorize him and break it down
Right.
and then most Republicans are wealthy.
And I wonder how many immigrants actually live in Gainesville.
I mean, I heard they have I heard they have a large population
Of immigrants? Oh, him Hispanics.
so I don't know
And
that.
I wonder how many of them are criminals in Gainesville.
Well, every time.
Like stuff like that. Like this is your reasoning,
The
but
interesting part about it, they keep on saying immigrants, this and that. Kamala Harris is a product of immigrants.
yeah,
Obama's father
hell, we all
is an
are.
immigrant.
We all are.
I mean, technically, yeah, even the
So
white folks.
yeah, right.
So
Like like I watched a mini doc on
I'm gonna get in trouble for
well
that.
I watched a mini doc on Trump's mother. She was an immigrant.
Yeah, she's from
And
Wisconsin.
somewhere
Yeah.
his uncles and the family still live in the family house over in their
I
country.
mean, well,
In their
again,
country.
if unless you are a Native American,
Everybody's immigrants.
yeah, you migrated here, some way, shape, form, or fashion. According to Ben Carson, we came
Oh
over here
God,
for
please.
indentured servitude for a better life.
Man, he's another. Please don't get me started on him.
But
You need to get that boot
the
out of his
facts is
mouth.
the facts, and I've got in trouble for stating the facts. But at the end of the day, it's the facts. The facts are We all are immigrants at one point or another.
Yeah.
You may be a first generation or you may be a 50th generation immigrant, but the United States of America was built by immigrants.
It was.
So
And I think there are more people leaning on the side of let's do the right thing, as we can see from people who have showed up at the Democratic National
yeah, I
Convention
remember her too.
talking. I saw her too.
I'm gonna say I remember her throughout the years, like her face looked familiar.
Yep, like they showed up and they was like, "Look, we got to get this right. Like this is we all got to live in this country." Because here's a sad part there, right? Like you wanna piss people off on your side. You gonna piss folks off on the other side too. This is not 1947.
Right.
It's not the same.
Why you pick that year?
That's when my mom was born.
Oh, okay. I'm
That's
just
that's the
what
first
she do.
that's just the first year that came to my mind. But this is not that time, right? This is not the time where you're gonna do something else and they ain't gonna do it back. It's not that time. And innocent people could really get hurt like they've already gotten hurt just because people are spewing stuff that's so divisive and crazy. And then you got a bunch of crazy. I looked at that video of the insurrection. I'm looking at them people breaking out when I'm like, and 1,500 of them sitting in jail
Yeah.
and ain't gonna ever get out.
The
Not
interesting
no
part
time
about it,
soon.
we keep on saying this, is like I've had dreams or imagination of how that would have played out if there was a bunch of black people
Oh God, everybody would be in jail.
dead.
Right. I'm thinking, okay, we talking about DC. Where's the army?
Well, that's DC is a district city, so they have a mayor, so they have levels to that. But yes, so actually, I think it was so the behind the scenes, the mayor was requesting, okay, hey, we need backup, we need this and that, but
Nobody showed up.
yeah, Trump will do it.
Yeah, so that was a horrific scene to rewatch over and over again. Like I can't even imagine just sitting when I saw that guy stuck between them doors and he
But
was
it was a lot, man.
nine people,
Police
nine
got
people
trampled on
died.
the stairs.
Yeah, like
Uh,
I didn't even know 9 people had passed away. I remember hearing about a young lady who
well,
jumped
she got shot
shot,
by Secret Service.
right? I remember that,
Yeah.
and I remember an officer. I didn't know it was 9 people
Yeah.
that senseless lost their lives, and these are good people.
And the thing about it, if this was a organized march or whatever by non-President Trump people, they would have never made it to the Capitol.
Nope.
They would have never made it to the building. They would have got stopped. But let's be honest, let's be real. Some of them police officers let them in.
Yeah,
That was an inside job.
and they call their fellow officers to die.
Yeah, that was an inside job.
And they have to live with that for the rest of
Because
their.
the fact that they made it that far in the Capitol.
But here's the crazy thing: they were going to hang the vice president, so they let him in. So
Yeah.
they get. And I saw Pence walking down the hall. They were moving kind of slow, like it was nothing. I'm
Well,
like,
at first they didn't think it was that serious.
right.
But I think once they broke in and then shots was fired because they tried to get into the chambers where Pence worked.
I know.
And that's how that woman got shot. And
Can you imagine waking up and looking at that and saying to myself, "This is the person that I supported."
yeah.
Like JD Vance, he up there like, yeah, bro. Did you not see the news?
But they called them.
Because he gonna throw you on the bus in a minute. It's only a matter of time. They trying to keep him on track right now.
But historically, and this is not to make this a race thing, but let's talk about fairness. Historically, when there's a group of white people, they're allowed to do that. Every time they win a college championship, they tap their town. Oh, it's just a bunch of rowdy fans. They excited. Let's go back to when they occupied the Capitol in one of Oregon or whatever. They went into the state capitol with shotguns,
trying to get what's the name?
trying to get the governor.
Trying to get the governor.
And so,
Like that's so crazy.
but
Like
look though, but those are people that love their country. So you got rowdy fans and love a country. But when there's a group of black people that's protesting, those are a bunch of thugs.
right.
Like at the end of the day, everybody that's destroying property, you should label them all thugs or label them all passionate about the.
Okay, so we gotta blame the media for that too.
I mean, the media is definitely a blame for it.
Yep.
Because
they
we
don't
all
put the
know
news out.
code words, but
Yep.
it's acceptable for one group to do something, but it's unacceptable. Look, Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just so many,
That's
so many.
horrible. It's good people on both sides. Which side were you on?
It's just so many
It's horrible.
times that we can point out where the media and the society treated it different. I mean, the guy that shot 9 people in a black church, they took him to Burger King because he was home.
And he done killed some
And he done killed 9 black people. Though. I mean the white guy that shot up the Asian spots here in Georgia. The police got out there and said he was just having a bad day.
He just killed up some folks.
He just killed up some folks. He was just having a bad day.
And they gave him the right to kill people.
Yeah, I mean, so now when it doesn't look like them, it's thugs or it's an immigrant, all not as border patrol. It's like, if we need what they say is good for the goose, good for the gander.
But that's what I'm saying. So you cannot think that if this man wins, which I don't think, and I pray he doesn't, if he wins, we really are gonna have a civil war.
Yeah. Well, Troye said, Olivia Troye, she said being inside Trump's White House was terrifying. And she said, but what keeps her up at night is what will happen if he gets back in. Because like President Clinton said.
She said terrifying.
Terrifying.
Listen to them words. She was in there. She supported him. She said terrifying.
And like President Clinton said, he said every time Trump opened his mouth, he's always talking about me, myself, and I.
Right.
Like that's all he's talking about. He's talking about how he's going to do this and how he's going to do that. His plans for retribution and things of that nature. And so it's just wild to think that I mean this guy is basically doing this at this point to get back of all the people he felt wrong.
But he felt wrong by a lot of folks, including our governor here, Kemp, and Raffensperger and Duncan. He felt wrong. He gonna get all of y'all.
Hey.
And Kemp, he got people that'll do it. I feel like we really are living in an episode of Scandal.
Yep.
Kemp, because you got
my family out your mouth.
Yeah, well, listen, the daughter be sitting on the porch with that gun, so y'all better watch out because she would shoot you.
Yeah. But all of them can shoot.
All of them can shoot.
You saw it in the video.
Saw it in the video.
So, but yeah.
All right, let's move on because we'll be here all day talking about this.
Talking about that. But a few more takeaways from last night. You had, Oprah was a surprise guest.
I know.
A surprise speaker. She came and spoke. She connected the dots again. Immigration. She said soon and very soon we'll be teaching our daughters and sons about how this child of an Indian mother and a Jamaican father, two idealistic and energetic immigrants, and how this child grew up to become the 47th president of the United States. I mean, but even just talking about Obama, I mean, his dad was an immigrant. His dad was from Kenya. And so I mean,
somewhere, right? Somewhere over European, somewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it was there was a young lady who spoke last night, and she might be maybe in her 20s, but she told a horrific story, Derek. She told a story about her stepfather raping her, molesting her, all the way until she was 12 and got pregnant. She said, and you can see people in the audience crying, and so she was able to get an abortion. She was 12 years old, so he hadn't been molesting her for years, and then she got pregnant at 12. She was able to get an abortion. She said, but how many victims are there out there right now who would not be able to get an abortion while this is happening to them? Those are the animals. Those are the criminals. Those are the thugs.
Yeah.
In the backwoods, in the country clubs. Them the thugs.
Yep.
And if this guy gets in the chair, that young lady who's been raped since she was who knows how old, up until the time she can have a period, gets pregnant, she got to carry this baby that she's conceived by a monster. Because that's what they are. They are disgusting monsters.
And I was having
this to say, but if you out there messing around with little kids, you are a disgusting monster. That's what you are.
Yep. And so since we're talking about the Supreme Court, because that's how overturned Roe versus Wade, I was talking to a friend of mine. Again, I have friends that are on both sides, and I told him, I said, in my opinion, that's the beginning of a slippery slope because they already overturned Roe, they already overturned affirmative action. What's next? Interracial marriage.
Yeah.
Segregation of school.
Yeah.
Civil rights. I mean, let's go down the list of things that the Supreme Court did over the years that got us to where we are now. So now they start overturning those things. I mean, that's what making America great again, I guess.
Well, and then you got Bootleg up there with his coke snorting and stuff. They need to go ahead and impeach him and get him off. I mean, oh my God, they disgust me.
More and more time.
Because they bring my energy back. They bring my energy back.
Lastly about that night, the highlight of the night. Everyone thought going in would think that Tim Walz accepting the nomination would have been the highlight of the night. But his kids stole the spotlight. His son was like amazingly excited for his dad, 17-year-old son. They caught him crying and talking about that's my dad. And
That's history,
I was like,
man.
wow.
Even when I saw Tim jumping around somewhere, he was in something. He wasn't there. He was somewhere else like last night, and they must have flew in. But I saw him jumping around on stage. Look at Tim jumping! Excited. He excited.
I wish y'all could see the picture because you see, I mean, you would think the son was the one that just won something because look, the dad, mom, they smiling. The son is like, yeah, I just won a championship. I'm on stage.
But you know what's crazy about that, right? So they're gonna win. Putting that out to the universe, they're gonna win. But their lives are gonna be so different after that. Like that part for me, like not being able to walk around and be free. I can't take that. Like that.
Because the son is 17.
Right, but they're never gonna be normal anymore after that.
Well, I mean, let's be real. They're kids of a governor, so they not really normal.
But they're a little bit normal. Like after this, they won't be
normal-ish.
Well, normal is when I can go to the store and I'm cool. Like they're a little bit.
Do you think Kip daughters walking around Georgia normal?
They got guns. And it's legal down here.
That's true. He said that's my dad.
Yeah, they ain't worried about nothing. And then they ain't walking too far from where they live at. I'm sure it's like gated somewhere.
Yeah.
And everything is right there in the town.
60? What, a 17-year-old? Oh, okay. Holmes is 60 years old and his son is 17. That's a late bloomer.
All right. So listen, check this out. And I'm gonna tell you how good this is. And I remember talking to a potential client. I was like, look, I can create a podcast where you use your voice, right?
Well,
and they
let me apologize. They did struggle with infidelity. So let me the Walls.
But it did.
So let me just punish this man.
Did
I mean infertility, infertility, not infidelity, infertility. So
okay, that's why.
That's probably why. So my apologies, Tim.
So back when I first started talking about AI, this was probably around 2021. It had never got to the level where it is right now. And I remember calling a company who had a software that you can clone your voice, and it sounds just like you. So I reached out to the company because I had a client who's an attorney, and she was in at the time I think she was back in Alabama. Yeah, she was back in Alabama, but she wanted to have a podcast. She's like, I don't have time to do no podcast for you, but I know I need one. I said, okay, cool, I can do it for you. Let me reach out to the company and see can I use the software to do it. They were like, no. Fast forward to today. You don't got to even ask permission. There's a company that made a clone of Joe Biden's voice and sent out robocalls to people in New Hampshire to voters. They got to pay a fine because it was not him, and it's against the law to do that.
Yep.
However, the technology is there. I did a football podcast this morning.
Oh, okay.
Right? My voice, AI. Talking about Tyreek Hill. Injured his hand. Is he gonna play all that kind of stuff? I needed to get it done.
You had to get it done.
So I'm up at 6:00. I ain't feel like talking. Check. That's where we are. So this company has been fined $1 million for that because that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. Now we'll get.
That was a settlement because the federal commission wanted to.
Yeah. So so be careful who's calling you because you don't know who it is. You're getting text messages. Everything is happening because the technology is in place. It is there right now. So we are, it's happening, and now you can get voices that sound just like your family members. And here's why: because people are on there singing, they're dancing, they're talking, they're putting it out there. Your voice is everywhere.
Yeah.
And they can clone. I've seen people. I was on TikTok. I go to TikTok when I want to laugh.
No, like that.
Because TikTok is hilarious. So I go to TikTok but I saw this video of Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan, and I gotta tell you about the other girl. Remind me to call me daddy. Yeah, I'll tell you about that. It's a girl podcaster. But anyway, Joe Rogan voice was playing. It was his face, but his mouth wasn't saying what the words were saying. So they had cloned his voice, put his face up there, and it looked like he was saying all the stuff that he said, but you had to pay real close attention to see, oh, that wasn't him.
That wasn't him.
Everybody knows his voice. He has a very distinct voice.
Right.
Everybody knows him. Well, not everybody. Most people know who he is, especially in the podcasting world. So, anyway, listen.
Oh, the $1 million ain't it.
Yeah, that was.
They said the political consultant that orchestrated the call, he's still facing a $6 million fine and some state criminal charges.
Good for him. You shouldn't do that. That's against the law.
Went out to thousands of people in New Hampshire.
You use that. He didn't get. Only time you can do that is when your client gives you the right to take my voice and use it. That is the only time you can do that. It is against the law. It's like it's like opening somebody's mailbox. That's a federal law.
That's a federal law. Y'all, this worth $6 million worth of fine. So you might not want to do that. If you out there playing on AI, you think it's cute. Just remember, $6 million.
$6 million. It's a federal law. I'm just trying to help y'all out now.
Man.
All right, look, we're gonna go to a commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial to bring you more of what's going on in and around Georgia. So we want you guys to stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Why do 70% of aspiring authors never publish their work? Because they don't have Bookpreneur. Whether you're dreaming of publishing your memoir, a children's book, or the next great novel, Bookpreneur is your go-to source. Our weekly newsletter and video show offer step-by-step guidance and insider tips to help you navigate the publishing world. Don't let your masterpiece stay hidden. Join the Bookpreneur community today and start turning pages into profit. Subscribe now at www.bookpreneur.com.
Welcome to Southern Elite Contracting. We are your one-stop contractor, serving the southeastern United States. We specialize in full insurance restoration and offer an array of general contracting services. We provide remodel and restorations for kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, hail damage, fire, water, and more. Contact us today and let us restore your property.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right. Well, let's jump into some more Georgia news. Unemployment dropped in Georgia in July.
Really?
Yep.
You got jobs?
Shut the front door. Including to Northeast Georgia and Atlanta Region Commission. They said reported a decline in unemployment rates in July. I'm sorry. Except in Northeast Georgia Region Commission. So the Central Savannah River, Southern Georgia, and Three Rivers Regional Commission saw no change for the previous month. So with over 5 million Georgians ready to work, our mission is clear: to turn this untapped potential into real, meaningful job opportunities, said the Labor Commissioner, Bruce Thompson. People don't like him. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about him.
Why?
The Labor Commission.
He getting us jobs, isn't he? We don't like.
Well, I think, for the longest, the unemployment office was closed for a while. And what I don't understand now, so originally from Texas, they have what they call the Workforce Commission or workforce where you can go and that. I know DeKalb has one, but Gwinnett doesn't have, like some of the major counties do not have a workforce
board.
No, like where they like a building where people can go into and get help with finding jobs, unemployment.
Aren't those the one-stop things? One-stop centers? That's not those.
Yes, that's what they call them in Gwinnett.
Oh yeah, they're one-stops.
Yeah,
the one-stop centers.
That's
the resource center for the seniors and other resources that you may need.
I don't know if it helps you with unemployment and employment.
I don't know either, but we need to find.
But DeKalb has a DeKalb workforce.
Okay.
And growing up in Texas, you had Texas workforce, where it was scattered throughout all over the state.
Yeah.
And that's where you go to find jobs. That's where people go to get
their resumes. Yeah, they had that in Jersey too.
And then that's where they also housed a lot of the, I guess, for families, like that's where women can go to get help for childcare. I say women because of a man, you got to have a lung and a kidney. Just a woman just walk in with a baby. And I've seen it. My aunt will go into places with my child, with Michael, when he was a baby, and they, roll out the red carpet. My aunt. So that means that's his great aunt. That's not even his mom.
Well, they
go in there with
the child. They probably thought she was a late bloomer.
I go in there with a child. Where's the mom? Do you have permission? There's a whole bunch of BS. But anyway, that's a different story.
Like different day.
Yeah. To build stronger and more resilient Georgia for tomorrow, we must partner with businesses today to create jobs, leverage the power of our skilled workforce, and to keep unemployment low. So the Northeast Georgia Region Commission includes counties of Barrow, Clark, Elbert, Greene, Jackson, Jasper, Madison, Morgan, Newton, Onset, Oglethorpe, and Walton counties. The unemployment rate was down 1/10 to 3.8% over the month. The labor force was down 720 over the month. The number of employed was down 238 over the month. Initial claims were up 11 over the month and down 89 over the year. So then the Atlanta Commission includes Cherokee, Clayton, Cobb, DeKalb, Douglas, Forsyth, Fayette, Fulton, Gwinnett, Henry, and Rockdale counties. Unemployment rates were down 1/10, 3.8 over the month, 3.1 over the year. The labor force was up 2,300 over the month, 48,000 over the year to a 2.7 million, an all-time high. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's Metro Atlanta.
I think about what you were saying, like, so you said Northeast, right? So when you think about economic development in places where the unemployment is still kind of high, you have to say, okay, so what can we do in these spaces to attract more businesses into the space?
Right.
In the metro, we're running out of space.
It's booming.
It's booming, but we're kind of running out of space, right? So at this point, this is the opportunity for you to say, well, you know what? Let your economic development people need to come on and go and try to attract the people. Now, I don't know. They're doing something to the Gwinnett Airport right here. I wish they would make it like a semi-commercial, because I feel like that would be kind of a bridge between like Athens and some of the northeastern.
Augusta doesn't have an airport.
It does. Well, Savannah is close enough for them to just go there. It's not like it's a long hike.
I think that's still a good 3-4 hour drive
From Augusta.
Augusta to Savannah. You know that?
It's 4 hours from here to Savannah. I think so.
Okay, you may be right.
I don't think it's that far, but so I think that. So, but what I'm saying is, in those areas where the job rates are still very low, unemployment rates are still very low, you got to ask your economic development people. We need to attract more businesses into this area, but you got to give them a reason. One, you got to have skilled workers. That's really important. And we talk about this all the time. Tell your people the workforce centers. I don't know what you're offering there, but you need to get them skilled up. They need to be upskilled so they can be able to get these jobs if a company decide to come there, because they're not going to come in there and they can't find people to work. That's not going to happen.
So Augusta do have an airport. It's probably expensive, but they do have an airport.
But at least they have one. That's like Albany.
American Airlines and Delta flies in and out.
But that's like Albany. Same thing. Whenever I'm fussing about Albany, it's because there is an airport there. You got Coors, Miller Coors, you got Mars Candy there, you got Procter and Gamble there. Like the unemployment rate should be almost nothing because there is an airport there. You got a city that has about 60,000 residents there. You got the Albany State University. You got a technical college. What is happening?
But it's one of the, according to statistics, it's one of the poorest counties.
That's my point exactly.
Dalton County is one of the poorest counties.
But that's my point exactly. Why is that? So when I went down there one year, they were pissed off at me. So I went to a funeral, and I'm in the back of the limousine, and I'm riding, and I'm looking at the houses that have been there since I was born, right?
1947?
Yeah, 1947. Don't I look good? I make 1947 look great, don't I?
That foundation is nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's the everlasting glow foundation. So I go there and I'm in the limousine and I'm looking around as we're coming back from the cemetery, which is because our family plot is way out in the country, right? So it's way out there in the country. It's like
they have a family plot. So everybody that dies, they come back and get buried there?
Not everybody, because we ran out of space.
Oh.
But this person did. My mom was actually buried in another plot down there. But anyway, that was my first time ever seeing cotton. I didn't even know cotton had a seed in it. So I picked the cotton. So I'm coming back in the limo, right? Yeah, I had to see what it felt like. My mother used to tell these funny stories about the cotton picking. I'm coming back and I'm looking around at the same houses in the same place, look 40 years worse than when I left. They're still there. And I'm in the back of the limousine having my moment. Like, who is the mayor and economic? So I'm gonna say this out loud.
Yeah.
Who are the mayors and the economic development people for this camp? For but this is the man. The limo driver got so upset with me.
The driver.
Yes, she was pissed. We have a great mayor.
You should have told. No, in fact, you should have
No.
raised that screen up and talk about her better.
What screen?
Well, limo is
She
this.
said, no. She said, we have a great mayor. She's doing a great job. I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Your mayor probably doing a wonderful job. I'm looking around like she probably doing a wonderful job. If that's what you see wonderful. I can't tell you what you see. I'm just looking. I don't see wonderful. So when I get out the limousine, when she drops us back off at the house, and I'm getting out the limousine, she said, well, I guess you're going to come down here and be the mayor. I said, my husband said, only if y'all fly me in every day.
Right.
Oh, I know she wanted to smack me. But here's the thing. I've gone there and I go down there at least 3 or 4 times a year. It's the same. Finally, I see some new construction coming in off 300, right?
Yeah.
Where the Cooper tires and Miller cores and all. There's some new construction that's way from the city. Like if you go downtown,
It's not the city limits.
it's got to be like that's the north side of Albany. So that's So anyway, I digress. I don't know. I digress because I get so passionate about when I see that, and I'm wondering, like, when we look around the metro, we got these people are not playing games. They stepping on toes. They kicking egg, taking names. They don't care what you're saying. They got buildings coming up everywhere, and everybody's not happy about that, but you can't please everybody. Buildings coming up everywhere. You got beautiful stores and restaurants, and all. It's booming. My friends came from Jersey, like, you got a nice town. Like, yeah, I thought it was a country, right? Because I did live in the country one time. So it's not the country, but
well, so unemployment rates are down in Georgia,
Yeah.
so that's a plus.
That's a plus.
And so what's happening in Gainesville?
In Gainesville, there's a rabies alert going on. There's a rabies alert in Gainesville, so we want to advise you to be very, very careful. They got a rabbit fox.
Yeah.
A rabbit fox running around Clarks Bridge Road in Gainesville. I have to always make these announcements because people think they're cute. Oh, it's so cute.
The fox.
Letting
your pets play
with them, and it has rabies. I was at I think I said this on the show before, over in Collins Hill in Lawrenceville. The lady said she saw the coyote in the parking lot twice.
Yeah.
So you don't walk up on it. Listen, when I get out my car, first of all, let me tell you this. I park on the driveway. I park on the side of the driveway where I can get out and step on the concrete. I will not step on the grass.
You don't step on grass?
I will not.
Why? You might think a little snaky.
Yes.
So snaky.
So I park on the other side. So when I get out, I can see the pavement. I can see what's there. But I also look around because one night I got in was a cat. The cat was kind of like acting weird. And I was like, that cat. And he just was acting kind of strange. And I was like, I'm gonna let him go on down the street because he's doing all kind of little. I said,
he probably got a hold of some bad stuff.
I don't know what he got a hold of, but he wasn't gonna get a hold of me, so I'm gonna let him go on down the street. But if you see wild animals, do not walk up to them. They're not cute little things that you can pet. And then don't let your dog run up to them. And if you got your cat, I've never seen anybody walk a cat, but if your cat is out,
I've seen somebody with a cat on a leash.
Really?
Yeah, they probably was special too.
Yeah, no, it's like that. Yeah. If you are in Gainesville and you have spotted an animal that you think that may be a rabbit, please call them 770.
Somebody walking around with a leash with nothing there. Talking about they walking invisible dog.
They're special. Please call 770-531-6830. Again, that number is 770-531-6830. 770-531-6830. Do not walk up to those animals.
And so if your pet encounters a rabid animal, that's one shot. If you encounter a rabid animal, that's like 5. That's a series.
And
of
I heard they hurt so bad.
Yeah. So keep that in mind.
I heard
one shot,
so painful.
5 or 6 series of shots. So you don't want to deal with that. You don't want that. Anybody that's old enough, anybody that's at least 40 and up. I'll say 35. Y'all remember Cujo?
Yeah, Cujo was crazy.
Cujo had rabies.
I remember.
Yeah, Cujo. You remember Cujo? Cujo still scared me today. Every time I see a dog that's scared, I'm like, oh, that look like Cujo.
Yeah, and so speaking of that, if you are in the Gainesville area, you want to get your pet vaccinated. They are doing it Tuesdays for $10. Tuesday through Friday for $10. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. $10.
$10. And that's one shot.
It's one shot.
You get bitten.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get it.
That's a lot of shots.
And you know when your pet get, you want to hug them and love on them. Listen, go and get your pet vaccinated so you don't have to worry about that. They're gonna be doing vaccination at 1688 Barber Road in Gainesville. Again, that's 1688 Barber Road in Gainesville. Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's only $10. If you have questions about that, give them a call, 678-450-1587, 678-450-1587.
All right. As we continue to cover the news around the states, did anyone notice that the flags yesterday was at half mast?
I did not.
You know,
What was the reason?
so apparently Governor Kemp signed the order yesterday, because yesterday was to in recognition. So Kemp signed an executive order on August 20th to lower flags to half staff on Wednesday, August 21st, in recognition of National Fentanyl Prevention Awareness Day.
No.
Yeah. So as we know, well, may not know, but in the order, it states that overdose death, including fentanyl, among teens between 2019 and 2021 had doubled across the country.
Yeah.
You know, and it was also doing real bad here in the state. So to remember those that lost fentanyl overdose, show support for grieving families and increase awareness about the risks of fentanyl, it was fitting and proper to lower the flags on all state buildings and grounds to have staff, according to Kemp. Flags were ordered to be flown until sunset on Wednesday. Yeah, fentanyl was a real bad.
It's horrible. I saw a young lady. She was 19. She passed away this morning from taking some pills that was laced with fentanyl. You know, here in Gwinnett County, our DA's not playing any
I was
games.
about to say that.
Yeah, she's not playing any games, and she made it known if you sell somebody some fentanyl and someone passes away, I'm coming for you.
She's the first district attorney, I want to say, I know in the state of Georgia, but maybe in the country, that has prosecuted and won, prosecuting the drug dealer for selling fentanyl for murder
Good.
and won.
Because here's the thing, you're gonna kill people so you can make money. Yeah, I'm glad she's putting it behind. Lock them up.
So
lock them up.
So if you're selling drugs in
Gwinnett
County,
yeah,
and if the people that buys it, they end up dying from it, and they can trace it back to you, you can be charged with murder.
Murder.
You know, not anything. Murder is bad.
That's right.
And so, yeah, and she was the first one in the state to prosecute and win.
Good.
So
hopefully
kudos to her.
Kudos to her, and hopefully we'll have other DAs following her footsteps to do the same thing, because you know this young lady was 19 years old. Today she's not here because she took a pill that was laced with fentanyl.
And they say sometimes they don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. So she probably wouldn't have taken it had she known. But my thing is, why do you have to do that anyway?
Yeah.
Because you're just criminal-minded and evil.
You know, not making excuses, but at some point, who knows? Like maybe the dealer don't know. The dealer guy, you know, we all watch.
How about
Power.
the deal?
You know, we all
watch Power.
Well, Power, you know, they all got distro, and
I don't watch it.
You know, you watch everything else but Power.
I don't watch everything else. I don't watch Power though.
That's business.
I don't like that one. I watch the food that built America, the cars that built America. Hey, listen, speaking of Lawrenceville, Lawrenceville phone payment system updates is going to be down tomorrow. The automated phone system payment will be down tomorrow for necessary updates. So when you try to call in and try to pay your bill, you might as well go ahead and pay it today, because tomorrow the system is going to be down. So you can't pay it at the last minute tomorrow when you know you're supposed to be paid before 5 o'clock tomorrow.
You will be disconnected.
You will be disconnected, probably, because you know they don't play that about that stuff. So tomorrow, the automated payment system will be down for necessary updates. Customers may be unable to pay their utility bill over the phone during this time. Listen, go pay your light bill today. That's what they call it down when I was little.
The light bill.
Light bill. Like the whole everything in the house was electric was a one bill, the light bill. Go pay your light bill today. In Jersey, we call it public service.
Real bad, because we had gas.
I don't have gas in my house
now. Gas and water and lights. I
don't have gas in my house right now. You got gas in your house? I don't have anything gas in my house. Everything is electric.
You said when you grew up, everything wasn't electric back then.
We didn't have gas. We had no gas.
Back in where? In Jersey?
In Georgia, not in Albany. They didn't call it light bill in Jersey. They call it public service.
Listen, I didn't believe y'all had no gas back in the day.
Listen, no, everything in my house was no.
The heat had no gas.
I never saw a gas stove until I got to Jersey.
No, okay.
Nope, my heater in my house had these little brick things, so you turn it on, and the little brick, but it was electric.
Oh, that is, I remember that.
Yeah.
Now, so I guess we were a little bit poorer than you because we had that little gas space heater where you can burn the house down and something get in front of it.
No,
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, we in front of that heater like that.
my grandmother had a wood burning stove and a wood burning heater, so they had to go out there and chop the wood.
Wood is a little bit poorer than gas.
Well, yeah, but that's how I grew up. Then she had a fireplace. That's probably why I love fireplaces. There was a fireplace in the back room, in the front room. In her front room, there was a fireplace. In the back room, there was only two.
I have a fireplace. I never used it.
I love fireplace. I like real fireplaces.
I
Anyway,
have a real one. I'm scared to use it though.
why?
Because I never broke no fireplace.
You just had to have a chimney.
I was one of them kids asking my grandma, how does Santa get into the house if we don't have a fireplace? Boy, my hush up.
Hush up.
Hush up.
Somebody sit down.
Sit down.
Not sit down, sit down.
Before you find out how you not get a present.
America's Georgia. Listen, mark your calendars. There's the City of America is having a government 101 program for you to find out more information about opportunities that you can work with the government on. You want to do this, you want to find out more information, put this on your calendar. You can go to the City of America's website. It's called City of America's Government 101 class. It's going to be September 23rd at 6 p.m. So put that on your calendar if you're interested in doing business with the City of America's Georgia. I think it's going to be helpful for you. It's going to be at the City Hall, third floor training room. And that's September the 23rd. I'm telling you now so you can put it on your calendar. You might need to get the day off. You might need to get off a little early, whatever the case may be. If you wanted to be a part of that and found out how to do business with the City of Americas, put that on your calendar, September 23rd at 6 p.m. All right?
Okay. Never heard of America.
Really? My dad used to go there all the time.
America.
See, I'm real Georgia Peach, like real. Like we used to go to Bridge, Millersville, and Americas. Like America, so to leave Albany to go to Americas like he was doing something.
I see.
I have no idea why, but
A city called Leslie.
I don't know about Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie.
I don't know about Leslie. Clayton County. Clay County is having a home buyers workshop this coming Saturday. If you were thinking about buying a house in Clayton County, you may want to attend this. It's going to be from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. It's going to be at the South Clayton Recreation Center. So this is a great opportunity for you to get your questions answered about the home buying process. We had a broker on Monday. It was Monday? It was Monday. And she talked about the new rules that the state just wrote. Well, I think that's national.
Well,
right? National rules that just been rolled out for agents and buyers and sellers. So you want to make sure that you can get your questions answered. So Clayton County.
Make sure you have someone that know what they're doing, has some experience.
Yes.
Or at least attached to a broker that know what they're doing.
Yes. So Clayton County, 8:30 to 4:30.
Especially now these new rules change.
Yes. Saturday, August the 24th. So check it out if you're looking to buy a house. Over in Decatur, help inform our safety action plan. Yes, so it's a community kickoff, the 27th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Decatur Recreation Center. They have a kickoff, so you want to be a part of that. You can learn more about that at decaturga.com. That's going to be happening on the 27th, and that's going to be at 231 Sycamore Street in Decatur. Drop by for an open house. This is your opportunity to listen. Get out and get your voice heard. Don't wait till the last minute and now you want to fuss about what happened because you didn't show up. They got a safety action plan they're going to talk about. This is where you give your input. All right, speaking of Decatur, the John Lewis Memorial. Yes, over 100 years, a historic change has come to downtown Decatur. John Lewis Memorial unveiling is happening this Saturday. That is historical.
Yeah.
That's definitely historical. It's going to be happening at Decatur Square outside of historic DeKalb Courthouse. Saturday at 11 a.m. That's August 24th, and it's got a timeline about what happened. So the John Lewis Memorial, 1908 to 2024. So I think that's something I have to speak at a conference tomorrow and the rest of this weekend. So I won't be there, but this is probably gonna be a wonderful experience. So if you want to attend that, again, that's Saturday, August 24th at 11 a.m. They're gonna be outside historic DeKalb Courthouse. To do the unveiling of the John Lewis Memorial
in the city of Decatur.
Where it's greater.
Well, look, if you're looking for something to do for Labor Day, first attend the Greater Eastside Chamber of Commerce uh, Labor Day pop-up festival, which is August 31st from 12 p.m. to 4. But then if you are in the military, you can attend Wild Adventures down in Valdosta for free. That's a water park, by the way.
That's why I'm about also got all the money. You just asked about that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna talk about that too, but that's not in downtown. They got a theme park. I mean, so that's a theme park. But
It's money though.
yeah, well, you don't hear Douglasville talking about how they just.
Yeah, but you talking about border, you talking about Florida. Ain't
That's
nothing on
true.
that side.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a story that we ain't talked about.
Well,
But if you're looking for something to do, if you're in the military military residents or military veterans, they get free admissions to Wild Adventures theme park between Saturday, August 31st through Monday, September 2nd, which is Labor Day. First responders, no, actually, it's offering free admission to all military, first responders, healthcare workers, teachers, and staff and school staff. So if you're in the military, you're a first responder. So they include those that work at the DA office. Healthcare workers, teachers, and school staff. You get free. You I guess, right? Maybe not your family. That's the catch, bro. You get free admission into Wild Adventures. Everyone else will receive 50% discount with the donation of a non-perishable food. So Wild Adventures is proud to partner with Second Harvest of South Georgia, offering our guests a chance to save while giving back. Every donation this Labor Day weekend will directly support families in need, and we're grateful for every year for the tons of food and generous donations. So that's if you don't have anything to do and you're looking for that's what next weekend after next. So again, first attend the Labor Day pop-up festival in Lawrenceville, Georgia, hosted by the Great East Side Chamber of Commerce, the best chamber.
watch it now.
The best chamber out there, the best non-ethical ethnic group chamber in Georgia.
He's been messy.
Yeah, not non-ethical. We're very ethical. Non-ethnic chamber in Georgia. Ethnic. Yeah, I got a speech impediment. That's why I can relate with Joe. Believe it or not, I used to take speech and everything growing up.
Everything.
Yep, everything. And so, to deal with people like her that used to make fun of people.
I never made fun of people.
But you just made fun of me now.
I did not.
My feelings are hurt.
I just
my feelings
are hurt.
I'm about to cry.
Go ahead.
Who do I file my grievances?
Go ahead.
Real men cry.
I'm the president of Noise Media Network. For more information about Noise Media Network, go to noisemedia.us.
All right. So as summer comes to a close, guests can enjoy a full weekend of fun at Wild Adventures and Splash Island Water Park. Splash Island will close after Labor Day in preparation for Wild Adventures' upcoming fall events, including Great Pumpkin Luminant Nights featuring the Pumpkin Spice Festival and Wild Adventures Christmas Wild and Bright. So since we're talking about Valdosta, let me jump down.
Wait, let's go to a commercial.
Okay.
We're going to go to a commercial.
Be back.
Yeah, because we're about to run out of time. We ran out yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're going to a commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial. Stay tuned.
Did your business accept Visa or MasterCard anytime between January 1st, 2004 and January 24th, 2019? If so, then you may qualify to share in one of the largest class action settlement payouts in history, a staggering $6.1 billion. Visa Inc. and MasterCard Inc. agreed to settle this case and were ordered to repay merchant processing interchange fees overpaid by their customers. To be included, you must opt into the list of participating merchants by August 30th, 2024. You will not be included unless you officially opt in. No personal documents or statements are required. To apply, we need your business name and basic contact information. For more information and how to get your share of this $6.1 billion, text NOISE to 26786. Again, text NOISE to 26786. That's NOISE to 26786. Remember, the deadline is August 30th, 2024.
I'm gonna like black.
In a world where business and sustainability intersect, The Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, or GWC, stands as a beacon of empowerment and innovation. Our mission: to empower women in business while fostering a culture of sustainability within our community. We're not just about business growth. We're about eco-friendly practices, about encouraging a healthier, more sustainable future for all. Through innovative tools, equipment, and education, we're supporting the success of women entrepreneurs and promoting a greener tomorrow. Our vision stretches beyond the present. We see a future where GWC is a leading force in the promotion of women's entrepreneurship and environmental stewardship. A vibrant community where women in business thrive alongside a commitment to sustainability. We're making the Gwinnett region a model for inclusive economic growth and ecological balance. We are the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, where business meets sustainability. Join us in shaping the future.
Must be nice.
I don't think I'll be going there. You and I make 70.
I think that's right. So we over here doing some research on the city, and I'm telling Derek the city reached out, they needed help, some economic development help. So I'm telling them they reached out, they needed economic development help. He said, how many people? I said, I don't know, look it up. Said 68 people.
According to the 2020 census,
Don't name the city.
it was 68 people
In the
population
city.
in the city. 20 were white.
Right.
20 were white, 46 are African American. You got one Asian, and you got one Hispanic in the whole city. She want me to go down there and do what? No, ma'am. I mean, they need help. I think they got it.
They don't have it. That's what I'm telling you.
You know, actually, I can, because the population's decreased. They had 163 people in 2000.
You gotta look at that.
150,
Something right.
154. Well, whatever. It is a city in Georgia. I spelled it. It's a city in Georgia. They had 163 people in 2000, 154 in 2010, and then almost 100 people done scattered out.
Yeah,
in
that's
10 years.
crazy. Yeah, the person was like, we really need help and support and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe we go take a visit. But
I don't think
it's off of I-70. I seen a sign on 75.
Well,
Let me see how you spelling it.
that's how I spelled it. I'm looking at this map.
Nah, that's not it.
So Audrey, you know how you look at the map and then they have the map. Yeah, they look like the size of my
That's not
phone.
it. I think it's Ley.
Oh, L.E.
Yeah. That's a city in Georgia, though?
That is a city in Georgia. We need to reach out to the mayor.
Ain't going not to that one.
The mayor might be the mayor, the sheriff,
Yeah,
the DA.
68 people. It's kind of like Rest Haven, and so Rest Haven.
Rest Haven, I heard.
That's a town in Gwinnett.
Yeah.
It's got about 68 people and a mayor. It has a mayor.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, that part.
That one. That's how you spell it.
No, okay. Well, that's the county.
But that's what they need. So.
Oh, okay.
They need economic development help. They
Let me
say.
see what the population.
So just for those of you who don't know us, Derek and I are both chamber presidents. So he is
11,000.
See, told you it wasn't that. Derek is the chamber. He's the president of the Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce, and I'm the president of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. So when we're not talking to you guys about Georgia, we're behind the scenes helping small businesses grow. So that was a county that reached out and said needed some economic development help and some work. We try to help, even though we are in Metro Atlanta. We try to help anybody in business and help them grow their county, help businesses grow and expand. That's what we do on a regular basis. And we're both entrepreneurs.
Yep.
So we have our own businesses while we run these chambers and this show. We both have our own business, both in media, by the way, different types though, which is interesting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So both in
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought it? That sounds horrible. All right. Moving on. Former Georgia governor, will be in Rome today to promote his new children's book. Former Georgia Governor Nathan Deal has released his first children's book, and he will be in Rome on today to promote it. The book is called Vito, the Governor's Cat, is a heartwarming tale that follows the adventures of Vito and Bill, two lovable rescue cats who find a forever home in the governor's mansion. As Vito and Bill navigates their new lives, they encounter various challenges and triumphs, with each chapter bringing a new adventure that reinforces the power of empathy and compassion. These beloved pets who move from the city to the country with the deals when they left office continue to bring joy and teach meaningful lessons, with Vito still residing with the governor today. As we all know, Mrs. Deal, she passed away in August of 2022. She was an advocate for childhood literacy. Her dedication saw her reading to students in all 159 counties of Georgia, and visiting over 1,000 schools and pre-K programs, and overseeing the donation of thousands of books. And so, if you're in the Rome area, you have a time, or don't say what time, but if you're in the Rome area today and you would love to meet a former governor and learn to know more about his book, uh, reach out to. I'm assuming he has a website, so
just Google him.
Yeah, Google.
Now,
he's Googleable.
I want to say this: if you have a book in you and you say, you know what, so he wrote a book about a cat.
Yeah.
Right, a children's book about a cat. If you have a book in you, you want to write a book, self-publish a book. Check out the bookpreneur.com. I'm an author of 7 books, working on 8 and 9 right now. I think it's more. I think I'm working on 9 or 10.
No, okay.
Yeah, I've been an author since 1998, and I know, right?
In middle school.
I wrote my first book in 1998.
Nice.
But anyway, if you have a book, if you want to learn how to write your book and get it out on the market, I'm working with a pastor right now. I have helped her with 2 books so far. She's about to launch her second book with me, and a journal.
Okay.
But I've been working with people for years. Like, I remember my first publishing company. Let me tell you what was crazy. It happened. So I opened up my first publishing company June. What was it? When was 9/11? 2020, 2000?
21.
2001?
No, yeah, 2001.
2001. So I opened up my first publishing company in 2001. It's called Milestone Publishing. And I had just moved into my office suite, and I had
I was in Jersey. Huh?
I was in Jersey. I was on the 5th floor on Evergreen Place, and had my publishing company, my nice little logo. I was all excited, and 9/11 happened.
So how far were you from that? Like, could you see the tower?
I could. So I lived in West Orange, and we had what was called the Eagle Rock Lookout, and it actually looked over where the towers were. So every 4th of July, everybody would go to the Eagle Rock Lookout because they did the fireworks. So the Macy's fireworks and all that stuff would be there. So we can just go there and just hang out. It was beautiful. Like, it was a restaurant there, but they had like this big lookout and then all the water.
So you saw everything.
I saw it there. I was depressed for months. My business shut completely down. Kind of like the pandemic. Like, I moved in June. We were just kind of getting off the ground. This happened in September. I was afraid to go in the building. I remember my husband trying to call me. So finally he got through, said, something happened, come home. And I'm like, what? So I'm shaking, like, I was jumping. I had a headache that morning. I had stopped at Rite Aid to give me some Tylenol. And I go home, he's looking at the TV, and I'm like, what? Then we get in the car, we go up to Eagle Rock, and all these people at Eagle Rock, and we're looking over, and all you see is smoke.
Wow.
All you see is smoke. But I had just launched my business, and because of and I was helping other authors. But I started to start off and say this. I thought that I wanted to publish other people. When I tell you I got manuscripts that was this big, printed out and mailed to me, I'm like, am I supposed to read those?
Yeah, you're gonna read it.
I know I couldn't.
You're gonna read it.
So 9/11 happened, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I think because we're moving.
I made my eyes.
Nah, it's I think because
Elizabeth,
you stupid. If you're thinking about writing a book, holler at your girl. The bookpreneur.com. If you're thinking about doing it as a business too. So,
well, since you mentioned depression and all that, that's mental health. Making mental health matters. Macon, the city of Macon, Mental Health Matters promotes mental health with new funding activities. Did you know that ARPA money was still available?
I did not.
In some places.
But I can imagine it still is.
Well, Macon Mental Health will work to provide no-cost individual therapy and therapeutic services for the residents of Macon after receiving $500,000 in American Rescue Plan funding on this past Tuesday. So that was great. The Macon Mental Health Matters It sounds like making.
Yeah, like making.
Yeah,
It's making.
but it's Macon, as in
MACON.
as the city. Mental Health Matters is headquartered at the Booker T. Washington Community Center in the Pleasant Hill neighborhood, and the zip code is 31204 for those who would like to learn more. And so, well, and the 31204 zip code was the most frequent to seek treatment from this organization, according to data. I don't know what's going on in the zip code, but they needed they seeked it. So that's good though. It's good to know that people are actually seeking and looking for the therapeutic and therapy services, you know, because mental health does matter. So
It really does.
and yeah, so they're waiting, so they're waiting for people to come and see. And so now that's, they're basically begging you to come. This is a free resource. We want to create an environment in our community where in this space, we go and people we're waiting for them and they're welcome. Oh my. Okay.
Hey, look at there.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of stuff going on up there?
Oh,
Okay.
ain't nothing to see. Ain't nothing to see. Ain't nothing to see. So, but yeah, that's good. So, I mean, they have estimated there to be 160 counselors in a city of nearly 160,000. So that's not even enough counselors. But they're providing that service for free. Some community members may not see the importance of funding mental health. Long-term volunteer Monica Miller explains that these funds have more weight than people think. Where does the money go? Well, it goes, go on the website and look. There are so many different small things, you don't see going on, what they do in the community and all that. So,
I think one of the things I think why some people don't understand why this is important because they don't look at things as mental health, right?
right,
If you have to think about something and you're struggling and it becomes a problem for you, that is a mental health problem.
right.
Right. And I think that's one of the because you get people say, oh, we don't need that resource. Yeah, we do. Because you have people who are literally not getting out the bed, right? And these are some signs that there's some depression. They don't want to get out the bed. They don't want to take a bath. They don't want to brush their teeth. They just want to sleep all the time. Those are signs. They're tired all the time. Those are signs of depression.
Right, which is a mental health.
Which is a mental health issue.
And like the director said, there is no health without mental health.
None.
None.
And they're just lazy. No, they're not just lazy all the time. Yeah, you got some lazy people. That's a mental health thing. Because here's the thing, they feel
lazy for a reason.
They feel stuck, right? Yeah. They feel stuck. They can't get clear on what they should be doing. They feel like they're left out. They feel like they're lost. It's not gonna work for me. That's all mental stuff.
Right. And the director said, everybody needs somebody to talk to.
That's right.
Everybody needs someone to help them from time to time. Help them to connect to something that is not connecting well in some parts of their life.
And sometimes you can't talk to family members because they're gonna judge you even if they don't mean to. And so because of that, we be like, I don't want to talk to them. So you don't talk to anybody, but there are professionals who won't judge you.
Right.
They don't know you.
And if they do judge you, you won't know.
If they do judge you, won't know. Right. So get the help if you need it and stop being so too proud or worried about what everybody else is going. Don't tell them. You can go.
You can say, don't be too proud to beg.
Don't be too proud to beg. And here's the other thing, you can do it right online. Like just like Derek and I sitting here doing this show and it's streaming all over the United States, in the world right now.
I don't think I would like that though.
I know some
people be on the couch, lay back.
I know some people that's doing it. They say they love it. They's like, that's the best thing ever because they don't feel judged and they can do it on their own time in their own space where they feel more relaxed and at home.
Yeah. Well, kudos to Macon and Middle Georgia. I guess you have to be a resident of Macon, but if you are in that area and you need the service, check out Macon Mental Health Matters, the organization in Macon.
Much ARPA money is still left out there. Towns get the money to do the same thing.
I think in Gwinnett, that those grants in that from the ARPA.
Oh yeah. Gwinnett has done a great job with their ARPA money. Like they gave out $5 million to small businesses last year.
Then they have a grant opening now.
They got a nonprofit.
A nonprofit.
As a matter of fact, I think the deadline for that is August 30th. Yeah. So if you have not taken advantage of the grant, if you're a nonprofit, especially if you provide food and clothing and shelter and all those things, that money is available, but you got to go and apply it because I think the deadline is the 30th.
I was in a meeting Sunday where one of the people made a comment saying that Gwinnett So everybody, all these people, our agencies got ARPA money. Some use it on infrastructure and all this and that. Gwinnett chose to use it on people.
Right. Well, there you go.
So,
Shout out to Gwinnett. That's why when I used to get on there and do Good Morning Gwinnett, I love Gwinnett. I know people get tired of me hearing me say that.
well,
What you love so much about Gwinnett? Because I like what they do.
But as we all,
And that's just a me thing. So don't hate me for that.
There's life beyond Gwinnett.
I mean, I love Albany. Like I go home.
There's life beyond Albany.
I go home to Albany.
There's life in Leslie, Georgia too.
I'm knowing about Leslie.
Yeah, that's right next to Americas. Americas.
Yeah, I used to go to Americas when I was little.
Ooh, Americas.
I do like Helen. But let me say this: I like downtown.
I like Georgia. Let's leave it like that. So speaking of her last story.
No, one more story.
Okay. Okay. Well, speaking of just different parts, I know we mentioned Valdosta earlier, but so that I guess years ago, Valdosta decided to invest in their downtown. Well, that investment is paying off. Downtown Valdosta tourism has generated over $380 million downtown in economic impact.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Including a 16% increase in lodging revenue since 2021.
This is what I'm talking about for Albany. See, if I were economic development manager in Albany, I would go over to Valdosta, which is an hour away, and figure out what they doing.
Tourism in Valdosta supports 5,100 jobs, with visitors contributing 32.8 million on top of local tax dollars. Like
on top
of local tax dollars. So, wow, what would you say to somebody who lives out of town and would like to visit Valdosta? So the spots to go see, we'll name a couple. Well, we already know the water, I forgot the name.
Wild Water Park.
Yeah, Wild Adventures.
Wild Adventures.
And so take individual. So they got a flower shop. The owner of the flower gallery. She's been there over 25 years. Valdosta has a lot of Airbnbs. They put that all together. Airbnb.
That's how it is, though.
I thought it was Air and then.
No.
Okay.
It's Airbnb.
Yeah, I don't stay in those mostly, but I like my hotel experience.
I do too, especially when it's very nice.
It is a nice one. But yeah, then they have unique shops down, like downtown tour. I've never been to downtown Valdosta. I've been to Valdosta,
but now I'm gonna go because I want to see. I want to see like what it looks like. Like, why is it doing so well when the other surrounding towns are right around and not doing as well? Like, what are they doing?
So lodging has increased nearly 16% from 2021 with 90.3 million and 32.8 million is generated by visitors coming here on top of local dollars with an overall economic impact of over $380 million.
What are they doing?
It's like people who might be coming to go to Wild Adventures or to go to the Recoil, wherever that is, or something else. Now they've got places to eat. Maybe they can go get some ice cream. Now I do know we was in Valdosta and we went to was it a skating rink? I think it was some type of indoor activity where the kids was able to play and eat.
So when did Wild Adventure open? Because when did this stats from? Is it from last year?
Wild Adventure's been open for a while.
Okay, so maybe that's where a lot of their money is coming from. Wild Adventures.
Yeah, Wild Adventure's been open since 96. That's nothing new about Wild Adventures.
Okay. So that kind of So if that's working, how about do something a little bit different?
I think what they did was they reinvested in their downtown.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been working on trying to get something in our region.
I know you've been working
and it's been hard to get people to come to the table. No one takes us serious.
Well, take it to another area.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if that's bringing in $380 million a year on top of.
Well, that's in that one location. I would love to, without going into details of what it is, I would love to.
Thank you so much. We're going to keep doing our best to educate people and encouraging them because we know it's needed. So although Derek and I be on here messing around sometimes, we know that this is a serious platform and we're streaming all over the place. And pretty soon the mobile app will be available as well as the Amazon and Roku apps will be available. So you can get this later on your television and your phone.
Right. And so maybe we need to hook up with Christy. She the chamber president out there. Maybe we hook up with her and find out
How she did it?
how she did it.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing: she getting support from her local.
Yeah.
When we stop
mean-
there, she getting support.
Okay.
I can tell you one thing.
We're gonna start right there.
Yeah, because it's obvious that they support her efforts.
Yeah, and see that's another thing too.
And so Christy Moore, our chamber president, and then this is not even her talking. This is someone referencing her. Our chamber president tells us, while the big parks and entertainment areas are essential, the unique offering of a city's downtown are what really sets them apart and make people visit is the businesses, the locals. We love our locals,
Yeah.
and we appreciate them.
Yeah.
So again, this is a chamber that's not only supporting local business, but is being supported by the local municipalities and governments.
The one thing I could say about out here in Gwinnett is that I love Atlanta, but I hate going to Atlanta because it's always so much traffic. So when I don't have to go to Atlanta, which I'll be there tomorrow, I won't be here with you tomorrow. I've been in Atlanta because I'm speaking at a conference. But the one thing I liked when I first heard about it was the fact that they were trying to build it up where we don't have to travel to Atlanta, and they have done a really good job. Like downtown Lawrenceville has, you can go down there and eat anything. I like just go down. I'll go down there and just sit down and I'll sit on the sidewalk because some of this. No, seriously, I just go and just people watch. And just people watch. But the atmosphere downtown is so cool, and that's what I like. I wish I could find me somewhere downtown where I can have a monthly spades game. Somebody to give me a
It
run.
used to be a game place now.
Yeah, and I don't like the way that's structured. Like I don't. Why am I gonna pay? Why am I gonna go in there and rent $5 for some cards? You can go buy a deck of cards for $2 and bring it back next time.
Yeah, but that's a business.
Yeah, I don't like that though.
Support the business.
Not like that. $5 an hour for some cards that I got to give back to you. I don't even get to keep the cards. And to me, I would never have done that model. I would have made it free, right, and sold the food.
I mean, maybe the food is not enough to cover
The food would be enough. The food be enough. If they had planned it out right, and they had good food. The food. Listen, the bingo halls make a killing.
You gotta pay to go.
Yeah,
you
you gotta pay $20. You ain't got to eat though. See here, I don't like that model. I would never have. I feel like when I went to go visit them, and I did go visit them because my thing was, oh, this is great. I can go play spades, get me a spades group, and we go. But then I get there, I'm like, I gotta pay $5 for a deck of cards, like for per hour.
Capitalism.
Yeah, I don't like that. So and I feel like that model should be changed, and I feel like they will survive. The way it's set up now, I don't think it's gonna survive because right next door you got Slow Pour. And the only reason I won't go there is because they don't have food, and I don't drink beer. But if they had food, that would be my spade spot. They don't have food. They got the food truck, and I paid $14 for a pretzel that I was not happy with. But my baby said she wanted a pretzel, and I got it for her. I'm like, I've never paid over $8 for a pretzel, and it was at an amusement park or some festival or something. I was like, when the man told me 14, Dad, I'm a little cheap sometimes.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it.
Do you know you pay $14 for a pretzel?
I don't. That's too many carbs for me.
Okay, moving right along. Listen, if you're in Alpharetta, they're about to open up an IKEA store there. So if you like IKEA, is coming to you in August. This is August. The store is opening on August the 28th. I like IKEA.
Yeah, I guess. Would that be closer than the one in?
Oh yeah, because the one in Atlanta, I think, is out by the airport area. So for me, you go straight up by you're going past John Creek's up like that way, and you're there. But anyway, the new location will be open in Mansell Crossing Shopping Center, located at 7681 North Point Parkway. So if you like IKEA, some of the stuff is not that great though. It's too far wherever it is.
Exactly. Look like it's in the center of Atlanta.
I don't know. It's in Atlanta.
It's far,
right. This is a little in my route, so this one be a little bit different. Like
it's only IKEA in the state of Georgia.
But not now. Well, now we're gonna have two, I think. Yeah. So if you like IKEA, what I used to like about IKEA was I can go in and mix and match what I wanted. I bought something from there and I still have it. And I probably have had it 14 years and it's still in very good shape.
I mean, IKEA considered like the cheap stuff.
Yeah, but I still got my thing. And I've been having it 14 years. So call it what you want to call it. If you like IKEA, they're about to open up in Alpharetta. So check it out. All right, I think that's all we got for today. I think we're gonna go to I think we did all do we do all our commercials? I don't think we did all our commercials. Oh yeah, no, we didn't. We're gonna go to our last few commercials and Derek gonna come back and give you his words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Right back.
In a world where business and sustainability
Be on the
MD Communications Group, a complete networking hub. Trend technologies to your way. Struggling with your network provider? Bad internet, television, and mobile phone services? Let's resolve this together with MD Communications Networking Hub. Slow internet, bad television, bad cell phones, services, and want to save more? Choose us. What makes us unique? Economical deals, distant coverage, best rate, fastest speed and bandwidth, maximum channel options, clear signal coverage. Stay stress-free. Try our best residential and commercial high-speed internet, television, and mobile phone services. Let us manage your stress. Contact us today. Visit our website, thecommunicationsmd.com, or call on 770-421-5598.
Hey there, creative souls. Are you ready to unlock your full potential and join a community that truly gets you? Welcome to the Indie Creative Collective. Imagine a vibrant space where podcasters, musicians, video creators, writers, filmmakers, and so many more come together. This isn't just any group, it's a free, membership-based collective that meets monthly, offering a treasure trove of opportunities for collaboration and exchange. Here, passion is the driving force. Every member is deeply committed to their craft and keen on monetizing their skills. Picture this. Each gathering is a stage where you can present your current projects, showcase your ongoing work, get constructive feedback, and elevate your art to new heights. But that's not all. These meetings are a goldmine of industry insights. We share what trends are making waves and which practices to steer clear of. This open exchange ensures that you're always in the loop with the latest knowledge and best practices in your field. The Indie Creative Collective is more than just a network. It's a breeding ground for innovation, a support system for creatives striving to make a living from their art, and a hub for like-minded individuals to connect and create together. Whether you're an established creative or just starting out, this collective is the perfect place to find inspiration, enhance your skills, and connect with fellow creatives committed to turning their artistic endeavors into profitable ventures. So, what are you waiting for? Join the Indie Creative Collective today and embark on a journey of creativity, collaboration, and success. Stay creative, my friends.
All right. As we get ready to wrap up, Georgia, as we wrap up this morning, let's carry the warmth and energy of the day with us. Every sunrise brings new possibilities, so let's seize them with confidence and purpose. Keep shining bright, stay inspired, and remember, together we can achieve greatness. Have a powerful day ahead.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. God willing, you guys stay safe out there. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to and watching Good Morning Georgia. To become an affiliate partner to report on what's happening in your community, leave us a message by going to www.goodmorninggeorgia.org. Be sure to subscribe to the show and share it with a friend. Do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/@goodmorninggeorgia today.